Ever wish you could catch bugs before they even had a chance to say hi to your users? Imagine if debugging was just a quick pit stop, not a total code rewrite.
Yeah, that'd be the dream.
Well, today we're diving into some news from the Laravel blog. It might bring us closer to that.
Okay.
So they just dropped this announcement about Laravel and Sentry teaming up. The PHP community is buzzing about it.
Yeah, definitely something worth talking about.
Right.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Laravel Forge and Vapor, they're platforms that help developers deploy and manage their Laravel apps.
Okay.
Think of them like control panels for your code.
Gotcha. So Forge and Vapor users, listen up. This partnership is about making debugging easier with Sentry. And we're not talking about just any debugging tool. Sentry is used by some big companies.
Yeah, exactly. Sentry is known for giving developers a real-time view into their code. It's almost like they have X-ray vision for their apps. And now that power is becoming even more accessible to PHP developers.
I think what really caught my eye in the blog post was how they emphasized that this isn't just for the pros. It doesn't matter if you're like a solo dev on a passion project or part of a huge team at a big company. Sentry can help you find the root cause of an issue down to the exact line of code.
Yeah, that's one of Sentry's best features. It doesn't just tell you something went wrong, it actually provides a trail of events leading up to the error.
Oh, cool.
Like breadcrumbs. So you can retrace your steps and see exactly where things went off track.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what's even cooler is how this integration works with Laravel's existing ecosystem. You can sign up for Sentry or connect your existing account directly through Forge or Vapor.
Yeah, and it gets better. Once you're connected, Sentry automatically creates a project just for your Laravel application. No more messing with configurations or settings. It's all handled for you.
So you're telling me I can say goodbye to those late nights spent digging through log files?
Let's just say those days might become a lot less frequent. With Sentry's real-time error tracking and detailed reports, you'll be able to identify and fix issues before they even impact your users. Think of it this way. You're not putting out fires. You're actually preventing them.
Okay, yeah, I like that. But how does this actually work? Can you walk us through the new setup process?
Sure. So let's say you're already using Forge or Vapor.
Okay.
You log in, go your profile settings, and you'll find a new section just for Sentry.
Oh, so it's all built in nice.
Right. From there, you can either create a brand new Sentry account or connect your existing one. Once that's done, the integration takes over.
Wow.
It automatically makes a Sentry project specifically for your Laravel app.
So no more jumping between platforms or reading complicated setup guides?
Nope, all that's taken care of. It's designed to be as easy as possible, lets you focus on building great applications.
You know what I find really exciting about this is how it could impact the way we think about debugging. It's like moving from being reactive to proactive.
That's a great point, and I think that's one of the biggest things about this partnership. With Sentry right there in your workflow, you have access to real-time insights and detailed error reports. It's like having a constant check on the health of your application.
So instead of waiting for things to break, we can actually find potential issues before they even show up.
Exactly. Sentry can alert you to performance bottlenecks, unusual error patterns, or even code segments that might be more likely to have issues. It's all about getting ahead of the curve and making sure your users have a smoother, more reliable experience.
And that brings us to another interesting thing about Sentry, its ability to track releases. This means you can pinpoint which code changes might have caused a specific bug.
Yeah, that's a huge help for debugging.
No.
Imagine being able to trace an error back to the exact commit that caused it.
Right.
Takes away so much guesswork, makes finding the root cause way easier.
It's almost like having a time machine for your code. But all this talk about features aside, I'm curious about the bigger picture. How could this integration change the PHP development world?
Well, I think it could raise the bar for quality and reliability across the board. Imagine PHP applications being known for their stability and how robust they are.
Okay, I like where you're going with this.
And it's not just the technical side. It's about creating a culture of proactive debugging and continuous improvement within the PHP community.
So it's a win-win for both developers and users. Developers get to build better applications with more confidence, and users benefit from a smoother, more reliable experience.
Exactly. And it's not over. The Laravel team wants feedback from the community to keep making this integration better.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah. They want to make sure it's truly meeting the needs of PHP developers now and in the future.
It's not just a one-time announcement. It's a commitment to ongoing collaboration and evolution.
Absolutely. And that's what makes this partnership so exciting. It's not just about adding another tool, it's about changing the way we think about debugging and building software.
This whole conversation has really got me thinking. If this level of integration and ease of use becomes the standard, how do you think it could change software development, education, and training?
That's an interesting question. Imagine new developers not struggling with the same debugging problems we did.
Yeah.
They could focus more on creativity, problem solving, and writing elegant code.
It could make learning easier and open up programming to more people.
Exactly. And that's a good thing. A more diverse group of developers leads to more innovative and impactful software for everyone.
So this partnership is a big win for PHP developers today, but it also has the potential to change the future of software development as a whole.
It's a great example of how the right tools and teamwork can help developers improve software quality and ultimately make technology more accessible and beneficial for everyone.
This has been a really cool deep dive into the world of Laravel and Sentry. We've talked about the details of the partnership, how it could impact PHP development, and even the broader implications for software quality, user experience, and the future of developer education. It's kind of wild to think that something like a debugging tool could have such a big impact on the whole industry.
It really shows how connected everything is in software development. Every step forward, even if it seems small, can lead to all sorts of changes and new ideas.
Yeah, and it's exciting to think about what those changes might be. Will we see like a new generation of developers who aren't as scared of debugging,
Yeah.
more empowered to experiment and really push the limits of what's possible?
I hope so. If we can get rid of some of those old roadblocks and make learning more fun and accessible, who knows what kind of talent we'll find.
Makes you wonder, huh? If this partnership really does change the way we debug and develop software, what kind of impact will it have in the long run?
That's a question for the future, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm optimistic. I think we're seeing a good shift toward a more proactive way of building software, working together more. And that's got to be good for everyone, developers, users, the whole tech industry.
I agree. And on that note of optimism, I think it's time to wrap things up. But before we go, I want to leave our listeners with one last thought.
All right, let's hear it.
If you're a Laravel developer, new or experienced, I'd say check out this new Sentry integration. Really dive in, see how it can make your work easier and help you build even better apps.
And keep in mind, this is more than just a new tool. It could change how we think about debugging and developing software. So be open to the change, give your feedback, and help shape the future of the PHP community.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Laravel and Sentry. Hopefully you learned something new and feel inspired to see what's possible with this partnership. Until next time, happy coding.